Hey y'all, what's going on? Yeah, I'm coming in here with a new show. Y'all already know what I'm going to talk about. Them damn mafia wives. Insane. Y'all, first thing I'm going to say is this. I'm going to say this real quick because I ain't going to say that I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling the mafia wives. For some reason, I'm kind of, gigging with them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right now on this first episode, I'll accept the one chick that looks like uh Elvira, some shit like that, all that purple shit, the one who acts like she's living the mob life just forever. Anywho, y'all, now I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't have their names down yet, but y'all already know how it go. Sorry. It okay, let's see, where do we start at? We stop. What, can I say this too? Why the hell are they wearing river rats and bunny rabbits and shit? I don't know. What's the thing? What's the deal with these damn coats? Do they wear rat? I mean, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't get a blue fox and nothing like that, a sable. You know what I mean? These bitches is wearing emus and shit. I mean, camel and kangaroo fur or something. I don't know what they wearing, y'all. Okay. I got that out and I'm over it. I'm over it now. Okay, so it starts out, they kind of gigging and they talking and this and that and other. You find out who's who and you kind of find out a teeny bit of who they married to or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of find out who thinks she's it. You know what I'm saying? Which is Elvira, that one who said a snitch is a snitch is a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Her. Okay, so apparently, apparently, we got one bitch who's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with, whatever. It is laid back and like, I'm just not trying to live this life. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the whole basis of my life. Let's get over it and move on. Then you got one who's, dad is in the mob, and this bitch is just she just like, she's living by them rules like she's actually in the mob. You know what I'm saying? Not just married to the mob, but my daddy's in the mob, but my daddy's in it. I'm married to it too. This bitch act like she ready to have to sit down every motherfucking day. Everything just upsets her. You know what I mean? You got to go by her rules. Oh, that's it. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna fucking whack somebody. I mean, what she could, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I have to say that when I'm talking about, you know. I will say she may have been one of the better dressed, if that's at all possible, in the whole mix of things. Then you got the one with the reddish, like brown hair. And y'all don't have the names down. And if y'all watch it, y'all know what I'm talking about. That she was talking about my knuckles and I fought so much. You know what I'm saying? Miss Girl be boxing and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? She's bad putting them hands on somebody. You know what I'm saying? She's the tough one. You know. That's the one that if it go down, you might have to deal with. Then now I do know this one, I don't know her name, but Sammy the Bull's daughter apparently, y'all, is leaving from Arizona. Well, she left from Arizona and she went back to Staten Island. She's gonna be writing a book or whatever the case may be. And she just, kept it funky and was like, you know what, I'm going anyway. I'm not gonna be scared or whatever. She did have a moment, girl. You did have a moment where you was crying when you was at the pool and talking about you going da 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 da. But then for the most part, she was kind of like, well, the bitches can be ready for me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go. That shit's been 10 years. I'm not gonna be scared, so whatever. I'm kind of feeling her as far as like, well, let me just talk about the altercation her and Elvira had. So apparently, y'all know she wasn't, if you watched it, the one chick who's kind of laid back, like, I'm just really don't want to just be that. I want to be other things other than that. You know what I'm saying? She had her birthday. So Miss Girl is back in town and she's like, well, do I want to invite her? You know what I'm saying? I'm really over it. She hadn't done anything to me, blase, blase. But I will say that Miss Girl, she ain't got no heart because she went back on her shit now. She was talking to Elvira, and Elvira was like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, well, she's not the one who did it. And old girl was like, my dad told me, it's a rap. To don't even talk to her. I don't want to be around her. Daddy was a snitch, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, she gonna hit Elvira up with, I don't really know how people are gonna feel about her coming. Now we're gonna fast forward for a minute because there was a scene where old girl was like, you fake, and telling them they fake because they could have told her that she was coming or whatever the case may be. And she was like, it never came up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know she was coming or whatever the case may be. We never even talked about it. But they did. So we already know who don't have no heart, who gonna be the, backbiter. That's what she gonna be. Although she trying to be laid back, she's a backbiting bitch. Cause she did say, I don't know how people gonna feel as if she was going along with what Elvira was saying. Okay. So Elvira's getting her drink on. And might I add, before they went, let me go back to this, because before she went to this party, she getting her shit on, talking about, I'm the one who, I like to get my shit on, blase, whoop, whoop. I wasn't enthused with her mink vest, but emu vest or whatever, rugrat vest. She put her boots on with her little socks on and this and that and other, and got her shit on, and she's like, I'm party girl, I'm, this whole bit. She having her Patron and shit, and they telling her to drink it up. All of a sudden, she looks at Miss Sammy the Bull's daughter comes in like, check up on it, bitches. You know what I mean? She already talked to the other chicks, and they was like, whatever. It didn't seem to me like nobody else was throwing shade besides Elvira. So Elvira goes to the bathroom like, I can't fucking believe it. And then she comes back out and said, you fake, or whatever the case may be, and goes outside. So the chick with the brown hair follows her and is like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to squash this. You know what I'm saying? Tonight. We're going to get this squashed tonight. Let me look at my time. So she goes out there like, you never asked me if she was coming. You never asked me, and it never came up, blase. And she goes back in because Elvira knows she don't want to try with her because old girl look like she might put her hands on her. Anywho, which is one of them bitches that will have to get hit in the face with a brick. I just, whatever. So old girl says, let me deal with this bitch. Sammy the Bull's daughter. She's like, you know what? Let's handle this. You know what I'm saying? We can't get along, bitch. Let's get a fair one on. She just like, whatever. I've had it up to her with this bitch. So let's handle this. She goes out there and they kind of have a little altercation. And, and I'm wondering, Miss Elvira, you would think she'd have been like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, bitch, just it would have really been going down. With the shit she was saying, you would have thought she was going to bust her in her damn face. That bitch went out there and got clowned. She said one or two clever things, but for the most part, old girl had full control of the conversation and said bitch. And she was like, I'm the same bitch. And she said, yeah, bitch. You know what I mean? She's like, bitch, I'm not buying you. And old girl's like, don't put your hand. And she's like, don't point in my face. They do the whole bit. And old girl says, you asked me to leave. So she does. And she said, no, you leave. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not leaving, bitch. We're going to be here together. I don't have no problem with you being here, bitch. You got a problem with me. Which early on when they was talking, she was kind of like, I don't dislike her. I like her. But she's too wrapped up in the mob shit. Okay. Apparently, and let me go to something else because y'all know I'll be all over the place. And apparently the chick with the chestnut brown hair or whatever, she's a makeup artist of some sort or whatever the case may be. So she does a little makeup and she does boxing. So you can get your face beat for real fucking with her. You know what I mean? So she's apparently is married to Sammy the Bull's ex-boyfriend. So that's a big old thing because in between she comes in and sees this picture and she's like, when she comes in old girl's house, Miss Sammy the Bull comes in chestnut hair broad's house and she's like, oh, you remember that picture? Ha ha ha. She laughing and so they go back to her talking in her little testimonial talking about, yeah, bitch, that's the picture that I used to look at when I was riding your husband. Look to me like you shady. You know what I'm saying? These bitches got some undertone shit. which early on in the show, they were kind of, she called her and let her know she was coming, da-da-da-da-da. They had to sit down, but they didn't really go into it. For real, for real. A girl said, I didn't really know how you felt, and I kept thinking, I hope she's not hurt by this or she don't hate me, blase. And so they blink back to old girl again, and she's like, she really trying to play it short. Like, we really was just kind of dabbling a little bit, but bitch, we lived together for like 6 years or 7 years or something, she said, or whatever the case may be. So I'm looking for that to be set all the way off between them. I'm looking for that to go down, but I think she know that she can't just go directly for her. They gonna be two fighting bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, game. You know what I'm saying? Recognize game. You know what I'm saying? A real bitch recognize another real bitch. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go at this bitch, you know, another kind of way. We gonna go hard if we have this problem. You know. The other chick, not too much. You know what I'm saying? She, you know, I just know she's a backbiting hoe, and I already see through her. So, you know what I'm saying? Be watching for that. Overall, I will say I have to watch it because it's some hilarious ass shit, to be quite honest. Secondly, I have to say I'm kind of okay with the chicks. You know what I'm saying? They just about it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be no different than them. What is it? Baltimore, N Wives of Baltimore. Yeah, that's gonna be on MTV. Y'all can't wait till that shit come on. Apparently, it resonated here on the YT. I don't know, but I can't wait till that shit come on. Looking forward to it. Yeah. But you know, all in all, I can kind of see it. I think old girl Elvira and the chick with the, you know, the one that's laid back, they're gonna have a fight at some point. And I think old girl and them gonna come to a head in her house. And it's kind of like, I don't appreciate you talking about my, you know, her kid's father in front of them. Like, bitch, you know it could go down to her in my house now. You might want to lower your tone. Bring it down, bring it down. But I think all in all, y'all, I'm going to be kind of looking forward to seeing it on Sunday. And what I'm going to do is try to maybe run a couple of shows in and just do one big, you know, one long upload and try to get it all in. I just don't want y'all to be bored like, oh, Lord, get to the show I want to hear about. So, you know, that's why I kind of try to do it, you know, one at a time. But I am looking into the other shit. I got to find out what day the Bad Girls Club come on because I was asked to kind of pick up on them now. Although I can tell you right now, I can tell you what I think of the Bad Girls Clubs. Them bitches need to sit down. Ain't nothing bad about them hoes. They run up on a real bitch who will bust them in their mouth without words. Then they won't be considered that. I don't know. It just seems to be a little theatrical to me. But, you know, whatever. You know, I ain't watched it since that big girl was on there talking about she was tough. With that jacked up ass weed. What was her name? I forget her name, but she was a mess. Anywho, y'all, that's what I thought about the Mob Wives. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Drop it below. Because if you did a review on it, I talked about it. Please drop it below. And if y'all know all the names, drop it below. Y'all know I'm bad with names. I'm absolutely horrible with names. So, you know. So until next time, y'all. Y'all know I'll be back tomorrow. It's Tea Tuesday. But I got to kind of slide something in there because I was supposed to start this thing called Shout Out Sunday, and I just wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling, you know, well to even, you know what I'm saying, really kind of dabble and come on or whatever. So I'm going to kind of, you know, put that in there and all of that. So, you know, but y'all tell me what y'all think about the Mob Wives. Are y'all with it? You know what I'm saying? As far as watching it, tell me what you think. And let me also tell y'all, True Blood ain't coming on until June. For those who were on Block TV, I think I was like, it's coming on in May. But it's in June. And the late part of June. Like, why are they making us wait so long? I need some True Blood. I mean, for real. Some other shit I've been watching, y'all, is Camelot and the Borgias. If anybody watches that, please let me know. Because I will talk about that. Because I've been on it. Me and my husband, we've been on it. So I'm out of here, y'all. Much love as always. Bye.